The 2012 Corn Short Course and annual meeting of the Georgia Corn Growers Association were recently held at the University of Georgia Tifton campus. Among the many topics discussed were new technologies, weather patterns, and the crop outlook. The Monitor's Damon Jones was there.
Always new research, always new industry practices. Good fellowship, learning from each other. You know, growers will talk about what they did last year and the yields that they have, and they may see someone or talk with someone that they can get a better idea.
That's what more than 150 producers from around the state were looking for as they journeyed to Tifton for this year's Corn Short Course, and they wouldn't leave disappointed as fresh ideas and up-to-date information were in abundance.
Whether it's managing water, managing their weeds, managing their fertility, doing tissue analysis, it's a large equation, and a lot of times they can find out that there might be just a little deficit in one of those little formulas or one of those little parts of that equation. And if they do that, they pay close attention to it, become a student of the crop, then I believe they're going to find that their yields start increasing at a very efficient level, very profitable level.
And the poster child for this year has to be Brooks County's Randy Dowdy, who set a new state record with 364 bushels per acre. It's that kind of success he's more than willing to share with his fellow producers.
I wanted to be able to offer something to the people that are attending today. DOWEY asked me to come and speak and to give them some ideas of how I increase my yield production. And in the beginning, when I started, I had guys that did that for me. So this is my way of paying it forward and trying to help other people to increase their profitability and their corn yield production.
As for a secret to success, it involves plenty of prayer and plenty of hard work.
I paid a lot of attention. I walk the fields. I'm proactive. I try to understand what the plant is doing before it does it, or what it's going to do. And you know, it's a complete process. There's no one, you know, magic bullet, so to speak, that's going to take you to 350 or 365 bushel corn.
First thing I would ask a grower to do is to critique their production. Find some of the deficits or some of the things that they knew that they did wrong this last year, and write those. And then start applying some of the new technology, some of the new information that they receive here, and begin to incorporate that into their management systems. And when they do that, they're going to find that that yield level begins to increase and improve.
Despite reaching record prices last summer, the outlook for 2012 remains bright, even though there is sure to be plenty of market volatility.
Optimistic on corn, although we've had some market conditions that have kind of turned the corn market down. So, but when you look at the fundamentals, the supply and demand, we're still in a relatively tight situation. There's just a lot of factors now when you talk about the global economy that impact prices, and things that don't necessarily have a direct effect on corn itself, but it'll move prices too. So continued volatility, particularly as we see some acres being bid again, I think, between corn and soybeans.
However, it's not just prices that affect corn production, but also the weather, as harsh drought conditions in 2011 could have farmers cutting back on their acres.
And indeed, last year we just didn't have any water, particularly in the southern part of the state. So for those growers that might have experienced a lot more stress and trying to keep up with it, they may reduce their acres so they can concentrate their irrigation on a smaller acreage and do a better job of it. For other growers who could, now they'll remain the same, if not put a little bit more in the ground.
For the Georgia Farm Monitor, I'm Damon Jones.